Fine place, isn't it? Mr. H.A.C. Taylor started this farm in the 1880s. Back then, men with money would pursue farming as a break from their high-powered jobs. Now, he didn't actually work in the barns, but he did use his head and science to help the stock and the people. I'm Mauel Camara, and you might say I've spent my entire working life here. I started off as a farmhand and ended up, eventually, being the foreman. Now, the barns were originally made of wood, but Mr. Taylor thought that stone was better. You can see the dates when they went up. 1907, the dairy barn. 1910, the bull barn. 1911, the horse barn. Mr. Taylor used only the latest ideas. He had them constructed in such a way as to protect the stock from the wind and the freezing weather. Why, he even had hot water running under the stalls to warm them. Yes, sir, this was a model farm. We had prize stock, Percheron horses, Guernsey cows. We even had our own fire truck, electric generator, and telephone switchboard connecting all the buildings. Now, some of the other gentlemen farmers were not gentlemen when it came to who is the best at something. The milk of one of our cows, Missy of the Glen, showed a very high butter fat content. So high that these fellows refused to believe it. They said that we, the workers, were cheating. Well, Mr. Taylor was not going to put up with that. The reputation of this farm and the value of the stock were at stake, so he took them to court. It went from one court to another and eventually to the United States Supreme Court. Men from the Rhode Island Department of Agriculture came to this farm once a week for an entire year. And after that year, their verdict was that we were absolutely correct. Mr. Taylor won the case and got a judgment of $10,000. Of course, he spent $25,000 on legal fees, but that didn't matter. Missy and Glen Farm were vindicated. We were the best, just like we said we were. Well, I'd better get back to my chores. You have a good visit.